ITV2 and welcome to my very own show, Perez Hilton Superfan. As the queen of all media, I've conquered the ability to gain the best access to the biggest names in entertainment. And tonight is no exception. Spain's sexiest export, Enrique Iglesias, has been on the road with his sellout Euphoria tour and has invited me and you to go behind the scenes of his show right here in Los Angeles. And I can't wait. Despite being the son of world-renowned recording artist Julio Iglesias, Enrique has become an international sensation in his own right. Becoming one of the few Hispanic artists to cross over and take the English language world by storm. But it wasn't until Enrique released Hero that you guys in the UK really took notice of this Latin lover. But unfortunately for his many female fans and me, he remains a one-woman man to former tennis vixen and model Anna Kournikova. How lucky are we, ITV2? Enrique has come to town a day early and wants me, his pal Perez, to hang out with him in Beverly Hills as he takes a day off from his busy touring schedule.
You know my motivation, given my reputation. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm loving you.
Now I'm off to meet Enrique at his hotel.
Come in.
Enrique Iglesias! Perez Hilton!
How you doing, Perez?
I'm good.
Good?
Thanks for hanging out with me all day. I'm very excited to...
Go everywhere?
Yeah, where are we going?
I'm not doing anything. This is what I do. This is what I'll do. I'll just wake up and then I'll come here and I'll fall asleep again, or I'll go back to bed. Yeah, sit wherever you want. Are you kidding me? This is like my second home, this hotel.
And you just like to spend all day in the hotel room?
I do. For me, I need those days that I can relax and absolutely do nothing. Lay low and just relax.
Okay, I can do that.
It doesn't get better than this. For an entire day, I've got Spain's sexiest superstar all to myself for some serious one-on-one time.
This time it's forever, it gets better, and I like how it feels.
So you have a new single out now, I Like How It Feels. Now, in addition to music, didn't you just direct your latest music video?
I don't know if you would want to call me a director. Really gathering footage that you've done on the road and putting it together. I don't know if you would want to call that a director.
Would you want to direct a more involved music video next time?
I love film. It seems very difficult to do, but I would like to do it.
Who did you work with on that?
Pitbull.
You've done a lot of songs recently with him.
Yeah.
What was the first song you did with Pitbull?
I Like It. People didn't believe in the song. They thought...
They didn't?
No, they thought it was strange. They thought it was awkward.
But you believed in it.
I did, and I was lucky enough to be right.
And you had the Jersey Shore people in that music video.
Yeah, a lot of journalists ask me, so how horrible was it to work? You know, was it chaotic? Was it? I was like, no, they were nice. They were easy to work with. It was actually one of the easiest videos I've ever shot.
If we're just gonna hang out in your hotel room all day, I will arrange some things for us to do in here.
Well, like what?
To be determined.
Relax and sit back.
Relax. Oh, I have some ideas. Now, hold on. I gotta make some calls.
Go ahead.
You definitely, when you were younger, enjoyed some of the perks that came with being Enrique Iglesias.
Are you kidding me? I went from 0 to 100. The minute I had a hit, my sex life changed completely. It was.
You didn't have much before that?
Not
as much.
Not even close. I was a shy kid. I was always afraid of rejection, and suddenly, you become famous, and it's the most powerful aphrodisiac that there can be. I mean, famous. It's unbelievable what it can do.
Not for everyone. My sex life is not that good.
Perez, come on, you know the difference.
I need to touch. Maybe I'll get some Enrique mojo.
No, you know the difference. Come on, you suddenly people recognize you.
No, not me. Not
don't
me.
lie.
Maybe you.
Okay, don't lie.
Not me. You're a heartthrob. I'm Perez.
Perez, but you know what? They will look at you. Before, maybe they wouldn't even look at you. So that right
before
there.
they would. Before Perez, I was a huge slut.
As I just happen to be related to one of Enrique's biggest fans, I've asked my favorite person in the world to meet me here at the hotel. My mom.
This is my mom. I didn't tell her that you were here.
Bring her to the bedroom.
Hello. Hello. Buenas, entra.
Firmado con un amigo mío.
Mi amigo
Hola,
Enrique.
hola, Teresita.
Oh, no. Oh.
¿Qué tal?
Ay, Dios mío, no tengo palabras.
No me diga eso, por favor. Es la primera vez que escucha a su hijo hablar español.
No, yo hablo contigo de
Conmigo se habla español todos los días.
Es un placer conocerla.
No, el placer es mío. ¡Ah, qué orgullo!
Tenemos que tomar una foto because then I can send it to all her friends in Miami. She's gonna be like, oh my God, look at Enrique.
I love it.
On three.
Qué lindo, tan
1,
bello.
2 y 3.
Muchas gracias.
Dile a Enrique,
Eres
todo
igual
el
que
mundo
yo.
que has conocido. Gloria.
Stefan, Pitbull. Yo te vi en una canción con Pitbull.
Ya, mejor.
Yo conozco también en el TV a Pitbull.
Gracias. Bye.
Gracias, bye. Muchas gracias por todo.
I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain.
Did you date that Jennifer Love Hewitt girl?
No, we were friends. We were friends.
I don't know if I believe that.
You swear that you'll always be mine. But would you lie? Would you run mine? Am I in too deep?
I promise, we were
You
friends.
promise?
What do you call dating?
Have you made out with her outside of a music video?
Outside of a music video. That's dating?
Yeah, you've gone on dates.
You know what? Then I'm a serial dater.
You can take my breath away.
Really?
I don't consider making out dating. I don't even consider sex dating.
Wow.
You know my motivation, given my reputation. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm you.
That song of yours, Tonight I'm You, you would not advise somebody to say that.
What I liked about the song is it was honest in
Yeah.
many ways. It's what a lot of girls think.
I love that song.
But they don't have the balls to say it out loud.
It's a guy thing. I can say I want to be a slut and not feel embarrassed by it. But I don't know if a girl can say I want to be a slut.
For some reason, my gay friends can go up to another guy and say, "Can I say this?
Yeah.
I want to you." A guy went up to a girl in a club and said, "I want to you." I think most of the time they're gonna get slapped. It's what we wish we could say. That's what I like about it.
Did you ever say that?
Did I ever go straight up to a girl and say that? No, I haven't. And if I did, I must have been extremely drunk and I don't remember.
Balls of steel.
That tonight I'm loving you.
Next, I know exactly how to loosen up this Latin lover.
I'm gonna get you drunk.
I don't drink rum.
Salud.
To get the lowdown on him and Anna.
Your female fans maybe saying, you know, Enrique's been dating that Anna girl for a really long time. Why aren't they married?
You know, relationships are difficult.
Is there ever any jealousy?
Welcome back, ITV2. I'm fulfilling one of my greatest fantasies as I'm currently locked up in a hotel room getting up close and personal with one of the hottest men on the planet.
You met Anna Kournikova on a set of a music video?
Yeah, which is strange. I would never mix work with my person.
That was the only exception?
Yeah, you could say, yeah.
Is there ever any jealousy?
Never.
So she doesn't mind that you have girls throwing themselves
Never
at
has there
you?
been any.
She doesn't mind that you have hot chicks in your music videos?
Never has there been a point, and never.
Now, some people from the outside, especially your female fans, may be saying, you know, Enrique has been dating that Anna girl for a really long time. Why aren't they married?
I just don't think for me, you know, walking down an aisle or with a person you love or signing a piece of paper is going to make a difference. That doesn't mean I'm going to love that person more. I do think it makes things easier the day of tomorrow. If anything was to go wrong, if you were to break up, you say, you know what, we tried. You know, relationships are difficult as it is, and I'm not in one. I'm no expert, but
you are. You've been in one for a long time.
The little that I can tell, I would think
you're doing it well.
Thank you very much.
What makes it work for you?
We have a sense of humor. We get along. We're good friends.
Is having a family something that you want to do? Are you open to? You haven't put a thought into when? You haven't planned it?
No, I haven't planned it yet. I would like to have kids at some point. Not right now, but I do have to say that I do think about it more than I did probably 5 years ago.
Do you know what kind of dad you think you're gonna be?
Well, I would like to be a dad that's just have a good balance. I think anything in life is about balance. Not too strict, but not let them do whatever they want.
I think I'm gonna be the super strict parent.
You are?
If I could find a way to not only microchip them, but also have a different microchip that would tell me if they've been drinking or doing drugs, I would totally do that.
I would want my kids to talk to me about it.
Oh no, I want to instill fear in them.
Now, our Spanish superstar may look like a catwalk model, but as he dresses more like a dude than a rock star, I think it's high time he had a Perez makeover.
Enrique, come with me!
Just do it.
I had this dropped off for me.
Okay.
Because I have your show tomorrow, and, you know, I think you might want to try to, you know, wear something a little more rock star. If you wore this, it'd be a little Perez.
I would be a little Perez.
Is this something you would ever wear?
Honestly, I don't think so.
I like this.
But
this is subtle. This is subtle Perez.
It is?
What about this?
I would wear that.
This is a little boring, though.
Oh.
This I like.
Is this a little short?
You know, you don't feel the need or the want to,
yeah,
you know, to rock star it up a bit.
The way I like to be on stage is as real as possible as I am in real life. It's just the way I am, the way I would go at night, the way I would go out at night with my friends. Maybe at times I know I should try a little harder.
Or you know, have an outfit change. Ooh, I like that.
I like this.
Can we button it? Let's see here. And then maybe we can put this up.
Oh,
that looks good. I like that. That looks good.
I look like Miami Vice.
We should, if you know, we were going out, I'd make you wear that.
Oh, you would?
But we're not going out. So I saw some pictures of you and Anna Kournikova on a boat, and you were making out.
Oh my.
I know, scandalous.
Me making out with a girl.
On a boat.
What's going on?
Did you know when that was happening?
I had a feeling, for some reason, there was a boat, but it was so far away.
Oh, so they had like big old lenses.
Yeah, but I always have binoculars on in my boat just to see because I get a little paranoid. I think there's moments that are private that you don't want that's the whole reason of me living in Miami, that you go out on the boat and you can get away. So for me, those moments are extremely, you know, they're good moments that you don't really want to share with anyone except the people that you love. And for example, in this case, you know, my girlfriend, my dog, and that's it. And I feel it like a bit of an invasion of privacy. But I felt, we spoke about it and we said, look at that boat. And I kept on looking at it, but it was so far away. And then after a while, I forgot. But what kind of makes me a little bit mad is that after I went to, I'm building this house, and I went to it, and they followed me, and that for me just becomes a little bit too much of a stalking kind of thing.
Don't mess with Enrique.
You can mess with me, but don't mess with my family.
Enrique!
What up?
All right, so I thought something fun that we could do in this hotel room is take us out virtually.
Let's do it.
And we could have this live chat with people online, and they can ask us questions, or you questions.
Are we on?
Hello, Internet! This is Enrique Iglesias.
How you doing?
But I thought it'd be fun if we took some questions from people out there in Internet land. So, do you guys have any questions for Enrique?
Can you say whatever you want?
This is the Internet. You can say and
what is wrong with you, Perez? When you go on tour, the band doesn't talk like that.
Really?
No.
I apologize if I offended anybody. I see a lot of people here are asking...
I know, it's crazy. The question's like... Brr.
Are there any nicknames for Enrique? His grandmother, I heard, calls him Henry.
Henry, yeah. And my mom.
And your mom calls you Henry
Sometimes,
too?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. In the show, you have a shot. Are you really taking a shot during the show?
I am taking a shot during the show. Sometimes I bring people on stage, and I'll get a little bit carried away, and I'll have like 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. It'll hit me like 25 minutes later. Yeah, I'm like,
you
no.
really will have 5 shots on stage while you're performing?
I've had 5 shots on stage while I'm performing, which is a little bit irresponsible because then it hits you. So hopefully by then the show's over. I want to make sure I'm sober when I'm on stage.
Well, that's good. Okay. Ariana from San Antonio asks, do you ever go on YouTube, and what do you like to watch?
A lot of times if I do a show, I'll go the next day on YouTube and check it out to see what they filmed.
What do you like to do that?
Just to check out the sound, to see if the sound was okay for the fans. I do that
But when
a lot.
you're recording sound from
you can tell.
You can tell?
Yeah, and some devices, you'll go to different fans and they have different camera angles, and some of them you can tell they were closer to the PA, so it's distorting a lot, but some of them it's actually pretty clear.
And can you judge how successful a show was by the amount of screaming?
You can tell if the crowd's energetic or not, definitely.
We have one now from Paulina from Atlanta. What city has the craziest fans around the world?
The Irish. I would say the Irish are
Irish?
like in a good way, in an energetic way, in the the type of way that you say, whoa, this is fun.
Fab. Let's see here. We're taking your questions. We have one here from, let me see, Marisol from Detroit. Who are you listening to on your iPod right now?
The last song that I bought was Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Mr. Know-It-All. That was the last song I bought, which I've been listening to. I like that song. And I like her delivery in it. I think she's great. And
there's a lot of hardcore fans here. Can you give them some spoilers, any info on a new album? Will there be one in 2012?
Hopefully in 2012. I need.
You heard that right here, right now, people. New album in 2012?
No, I'm trying to.
Oh, you're trying?
I'm trying to. Hopefully I will.
But it would be a smart thing to like release a single in September and an album in November for the holidays. Make that money!
You know what's a good time?
When?
When the song feels right.
That's a good answer.
No, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's Christmas, you're going to sell out a lot of records. And I think that's wrong. I think you should put out a song whenever you feel the song is good and that you're happy with it and you're confident that people are going to like it and that you like it.
One last question. Parag from India asks, which place in the world have you not performed that you would like to?
I haven't performed in China. I've been to Taiwan, I've been to Hong Kong, but when it was British. But I would like to go to the capital and sing there or somewhere around there. And I love India, and I would like to go back on tour in India. And I've only been to India once.
I'm going to India next month. I'm taking my mom and sister. I've never been.
You're going to love it. Unbelievable.
I don't think I've said this. Don't stalk me or my family. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Roll out. Film with the camera. Let me film a little bit. You guys. No, you guys.
Something that maybe a lot of people don't know about you, which we see a little bit of in your new music video, is you're a bit of a prankster.
I just like having fun. I don't like to take myself too seriously, and the people that surround me, we're always joking around, and I think there's nothing healthier than being able to laugh.
You're okay with people pranking you?
Oh, are you kidding me?
What's an example of something that people prank you with, or how they prank you?
I walked into my room in the hotel, and they took out all the furniture, all my baggage, everything. All you could see was a rug. Imagine walking into this room, and no TV, nothing, absolutely nothing. And I called the manager downstairs. I was like, somebody came in here and stole the whole room. And the manager is telling me, what do you mean they stole the room? I'm like, ma'am, they stole everything. The lamps, everything. The towels,
really
the sofa, the bed. I promise.
It took you a few minutes to realize?
No, it took me a few minutes to think about it because I was thinking, some psycho came in here and just stole everything. And the manager came up and was freaking out. They had put everything in the bathroom. That's the last place where I looked. And the manager did go nuts.
I'm going to get you drunk.
You're going to get me drunk.
Actually, we're in your room all day, and I think a cocktail might help the day go by faster. It's good sake. Let's do a little tasting. We can have the sake, which you usually have by itself.
No, it tastes good. The only thing, it should be cold, obviously. I like it colder. Sorry, look at me getting picky. Sorry.
I can't have everything done.
It smells great, and it tastes good. You gotta taste. You're Cuban, okay? So
I don't have rum by itself, though.
But that's only. Wait. But just. It's not even. It'll be just a drop, okay? So this is the thing.
By itself?
The only. Yeah. The reason why.
All right. I'll have some.
Just a little bit. Don't you?
In this glass?
In this glass. This is what I.
Whoa.
I know, but
that is strong. That's why
sake is strong.
I'm a
too.
puss.
Nah? Tastes like shit?
No, I'm not a rum drinker.
Okay. This one's bad. I'm kidding off.
But if I were a rum drinker, this is good.
Thank you, Perez. That sounded very real. What is this shit? It's like ethanol. Don't do that.
That was good.
Still to come, Enrique reveals his naughty side.
You have a large penis?
I would say I'm very much...
But that's not the really big question.
Are you breaking the law?
It's the one time that you're focused on making sure you don't get killed.
Hey, fellow superfans, this queen of all media has spent the entire day with the king of Latin pop, and let's hope I get to spend the night as well.
Now, when you were starting, there really weren't that many Latino males. Like, there still aren't that many that have been able to cross over. Was there ever any rivalry between you and Ricky?
Look, I would be a liar if I would say 100% no. But I mean that in a good way, in the sense that I think it's always good to look at other artists and say, man, I wish I could accomplish that. I wish I could do that. As long as there's not that, as long as it's in a positive way and it's pushing you to take your music or to take your career to the next level. And I got to say that I admire the guy because I think he's one of the hardest working artists that I've ever met.
But he hasn't had big radio hits like Enrique Iglesias has recently.
No, it's different.
I'm not, and I love Ricky. That's not a diss. That's a fact.
No. Ricky's had an amazing career. He's one of those artists that can do anything.
The UK is a huge market for you. You're like super duper popular there. Did you have success in the beginning just doing Spanish stuff in the UK, or did that happen after you started doing English language music?
After I started doing music in English. It was the most difficult country that I was successful. I came out with my first album, and it did well everywhere except the UK. Although Bailamos, the single, did well. It was I think a top.
Let the rhythm take you.
No, that's a different song. There you go.
Wait, that's Bailamos?
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Sorry.
Te quiero.
Oh shit, I don't even know my music. It was tough. It was tough. The UK, but there was always something about the UK that I wanted to be successful there. I love going there, and I think it's one of the most loyal it's a very loyal fan base, extremely loyal.
They love their pop music there, which I love too. It's one of the...
And when you go there, the music that you hear there a lot of times is different. And think about it, I mean, the Beatles, the Stones, just the music that's come out of the UK is unbelievable. For me, it's always been the capital of pop music in many ways.
Now, when I said order food, I meant I want to watch you eat because
you don't eat. You're on a diet.
Not eating pizza and chicken fingers.
I eat. You know what happens to me? I eat a lot, and it's tough for me to gain weight.
It's tough for you to gain weight?
It is. I think it's a genetic thing, and I eat a lot.
Yeah?
You're like...
that does look good. I lost over 80 pounds.
80 pounds. And you feel much better?
You want to touch my abs? I think I have better abs.
I'm serious, you do.
No.
You sleep well?
I sleep very well.
Maybe that's why I don't sleep that well, so I think my stress also makes me burn a lot of calories.
Would you ever do a Christmas album?
You know, they asked me about that the other day.
They did? The new label?
The new label. Yeah, maybe, you never know. I don't see myself doing it, but you never know. A lot of things can happen. It'd be cool.
Do you speak any other languages besides English and Spanish?
Just German.
You speak German?
Russian, Japanese, and...
Schlampa.
Schlampa?
That's German.
No, that's a language.
No, do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
Schlampa. Look it up. I know German. Das ist geil.
Das ist geil?
Uh-huh.
Where's the shower?
Das ist geil. Look that one up, too.
What's that?
I know enough in any language to get me a free drink.
Yeah? French. Go.
No, la chienne, oui. Is there anything that the public or your fans don't know about Enrique Iglesias?
You don't want to see me naked. That's
I heard
for
you
sure.
said you have a small penis.
I never really said I had a small penis.
Oh, so we're clarifying that.
What I said, I said something about small condoms, and that's how it went on. That's how the media sometimes can take something and then take it to the next level. And
You have a large penis?
Depends what you consider large, and depends what you consider. You being an expert, what do you consider large and what do you consider
I
small?
would say 6 inches.
What's acceptable?
6 inches is acceptable.
Have you ever measured your penis?
Of course I have.
Me too.
But back to my original question. What do people not know about you?
No, I'm a little crazy. I'm a little.
You are?
A little crazy in the sense that I do things. For example, I don't know, when it comes down to, I think diving can be pretty dangerous. I think flying can...
You fly things?
Yeah, I mean, I fly like ultralight, so for me that's a little bit different.
You fly at what?
Ultralight.
What's that?
It's a type of airplane, but it's...
You fly it yourself?
Yeah, I fly myself, but it's experimental, so you know, it's a little, there's a danger to it.
Oh, you like that?
I love that, yeah. I love that. It's the one time that you're focused on making sure you don't get killed.
Do you have to have a license to fly that?
You do, but...
But you don't have one?
I don't have one. I don't have one.
Are you breaking the law?
You know why? Because the guy sold it to me without ever asking for my license. So I had a few hours. Actually, I only had like an hour and a half of flight school. And it was parked there, and I'm like, I got to fly it at some point. So I just started flying myself.
And you've never had any problems doing this?
Well, now I've been flying for 10 years. This was like 8 years ago.
I didn't know that. I think I'm a new convert to the rum.
No, you're not. You're lying.
No, I am. I love it. I love smelling it a lot. I feel good. I learned a lot about Enrique today, and I shared a lot.
You
learned a little bit about
it was a bit boring.
That maybe you didn't want to learn, but that's okay.
I learned good things.
We're sharing.
I'm more of a fan now.
Oh, I'm more of a fan now, too.
You seem very, very real.
I'm very, very real.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed spending all day into the evening, and I'm got to get back to work, and I'm really tired, but thank you so much. All right.
Take care, okay?
Bye.
You're invited anytime.
All right.
Just come on the road with us.
Enrique hasn't seen the last of me quite yet, as I'm back the very next day to escort our favorite Spanish superstar to his concert here in Los Angeles, his biggest market.
How long have you been on tour now? For a long time.
The whole year.
The whole year of 2011. Now you're on tour now with Pitbull and Prince Royce.
Yeah.
Does that bring a different energy to the audience?
It does. With Pitbull, the cool thing is that we know each other already for quite some time. So the first time I met Pitbull, And he came with his best friend, which his name is Pepe. And I'm like, Pepe, what are you doing here? Strangely enough, his best friend was my classmate in high school. We hit it off and we have a lot in common.
You've collaborated with a lot of people in the past, everyone from, Usher to Nicole Scherzinger to Pitbull to Whitney Houston a long time ago.
That was my first,
that was your first big one?
I don't want any night to go by without you by my side.
I do remember that collaboration with Whitney Houston because I couldn't believe it. I was a kid.
You were in the studio with her?
Yes.
That's awesome. And the fact that you were actually in the studio with Whitney, because that doesn't happen often. Sometimes people will record their part here and the other person will record their part somewhere else in the world.
A lot of the stuff I've done, even with this album, most of the people, I was in the studio with them, whether it was Usher, whether it was Pitbull, Nicole, all of them actually.
Wow, to be able to find time to do that is awesome.
You know what I wanted to do, Perez? I wanted to see the process of how they work. Everybody works differently in the studio. Everybody has their techniques for doing takes when it comes down to singing. Everybody has their way of working. And I think by watching them, you can actually learn a lot.
When you first started, how did you write songs? Did you write it on piano, on guitar?
You know how I used to write? I'll show you. It's crazy, dude, if I show you how I used to write. See this?
Oh my God, you still carry around an old school tape recorder?
Old school tape recorder. So what I used to do is, I would listen to a song that I loved, and I liked the chords, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't play piano. Now I play, but barely, not enough to write a song. I mean, I could, but it would probably be I knew I would be restricted because I wasn't, the best at it. So what I did is, I would get a blank tape, and any song I liked, over it, I would write my own song.
Oh, wow.
With the chords. So a lot of times, if there was a lot of vocals over it, I would just go to the intro. If there was a few, if there was a few bars open, where there was no vocals on it, I would just record it and then record my melody over it, Sometimes it wasn't like that. Sometimes I would just come up with a melody in my head and just write the verse.
How long was this process of trying to get signed for and it not happening?
It took like a year or so. I moved to Toronto, Canada.
You did? Why did you move to Toronto?
Because I didn't know anybody there. I knew I would just concentrate on my album. It was like living.
So you were living there just to make the album?
By myself. I was living by myself. I lived in a Holiday Inn in the Chinese district for a bunch of months, and all I did every day was just go to the studio, go back to the hotel, eat Chinese food in the Holiday Inn, and watch porno.
Did you perform a lot before you started performing?
No, I was like,
So it was all new for you?
It was all new for me. Suddenly my album got very big, and my first show was in Texas like 15,000 people.
That's insane.
How crazy is that?
Was it natural for you? Were you excited, or were you more like nervous and having to like...
I was freaking out. I was very nervous. If I could do it again, I probably would have liked to start like in smaller clubs just to learn. Because you'd be thrown in front of 15,000 people.
Wow. Do you still get nervous now?
I still do. Actually, you know
16 years later, you still get nervous?
I do, but that means that I'm still passionate about it. If I get really nervous, I'll just have a shot of rum. I'll drink a little bit of rum with Coke, and that calms me down.
Really?
I do.
Do you also do like vocal warm-ups and all of that?
I do. I do vocal warm-ups. Look. Wait up, let me. That's what I do. I actually never talk even before shows.
You don't?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a show now and you're talking.
It's okay, it's okay.
I feel so special.
Enrique!
Oh, yeah.
Coming up, Enrique takes us backstage at his sellout tour. You performing that?
I perform this.
You do?
Yeah, it looks great on me. With my chicken legs.
Before sending his fans into a state of euphoria. Welcome back, ITV2. Thousands have arrived at the world-famous Staples Center, all ready to experience euphoria. Enrique's 7th world tour, which after nearly a year is coming to an end.
Enrique!
It feels like, we're coming to the end of this era.
Oh, shit.
No, I mean the album era and the end of the tour, which both have been very successful.
It's sad when you say the end of an era because it almost feels you know, in showbiz or music, in the music world, you're only as good as your last hit. So I always
feel that? You feel that?
I do. It's the honest truth. It is. Because I've been through my ups and downs in my career, so I know what it feels like to be successful and what it feels like not to be that successful.
You didn't begin, you know, making music until you were 18, 19. Did you ever have a desire when you were younger, like 9 or 10?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
But you were forbidden? Why didn't you when you were younger?
No, it wasn't that I was forbidden. It's that I didn't want to tell my parents because I felt it was my secret. I'm a little superstitious, and it's a little bit of that. I always felt like if I told my parents, if I told people, it would never happen. Does that ever happen to you? That you talk about your future plans, and whenever you talk about them, it never happens.
Does your father still perform? Or is he like in retirement mode?
No, he'll never retire. And don't tell him that, he'll get mad.
How old is he?
I think he's 68, 69.
That's not too old.
No, that's not bad. He's
still kicking.
You know, I look at my father, and I don't know if I would be able to do it in my 70s or my 60s, or even my 50s, or even my 40s.
I usually wear a little shawl too.
Oh, you do?
I sometimes put it over my head.
I do it because it actually really protects my neck. I mean, my
your voice?
My voice, yeah.
Is your dressing room filled with humidifiers and stuff like that?
No. You'll see it now.
What's your biggest diva demand on your writer for backstage?
You'll see it now.
Is it all white? I like to imagine.
I have absolutely just a lot of water.
You're so low maintenance.
No.
There has to be something that's diva about you.
My head, sometimes, how I'm moody at times when people have to put up with me. Let me go to the dressing room first. I'm going to show you my wardrobe.
Do you change outfits during the show? No? You don't change once?
I don't change once.
You don't change once?
You know what I do? To make it, you're going to laugh. I wear 2 t-shirts and I just take one off.
On stage?
On stage.
Okay, that's not... What do you attribute your longevity to?
A lot has to do with the people that I'm surrounded by. They're good people that I trust. They've never made me feel lonely. They've been truly there because they care. And they've been with me for 15 years, for 16 years, since the beginning of my career. And I think that has a lot to do with it.
And you work really hard at it, too.
I think they work hard. They work a lot more than I do. They get my emails like at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
Have you already started thinking about what's next? The next album? Are you going to enjoy some time off?
Perez, you gotta give me some time.
So you are taking time off?
I'm not.
You're not?
A lot, but no, because a lot of people say, oh, you're gonna take some time off, and by time off, they think that because you're not traveling or because you're not touring, that you're actually taking some time off. And it doesn't really work that way for me.
It's more like recording.
It's more like, yeah, you go into the songwriting process, you go into the recording mode, which for me at times can be even more difficult or way more, it can just create a lot of stress when you're making an album. It can be very stressful. If I take a vacation for a week, by day 5 or day 4, I start going a little bit nuts and start going a little crazy and just feel that itch, and I gotta get back on the road. I gotta get into the studio. I mean, I'm in the studio whenever I get a few days off. Like, for example,
right now you're in the studio?
I was in the studio yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, just doing a session. You never know. The thing about going into the studio is the other way around. I actually think you can't plan it. So it's almost, I've always said, songwriting and going into a studio when you're in the whole songwriting process and making a song, it's almost like going fishing. You never know when you're gonna catch the big one.
Is this your dressing room?
Yeah. Hi. Okay, this is as deep as I get.
That's not very deep.
I did get some champagne.
Hey, this is it?
This is it.
This is where you hang out?
This is all I need, actually. This and this. I do a lot of vapor, whatever you want to call it. Just put make sure it's really hot. Just put a towel over it, and I'll do that before the show, like half an hour. Yeah. That's it. You always, usually like to wear a baseball cap? Yeah, I do. Why is that? I don't know, because I hate, you know what I am? I'm lazy about having to comb my hair and having to do that. Look at my stuff. The one thing I travel with that I could not leave home without if I'm on tour is this bag. This is my bag. I mean, this is the one belt I wear. I always have a can of Lysol, just in case you know you're going to clean the bathroom. Somebody smells. No, or you go to the bathroom. I'm actually kind of pretty neat, if you think about it. But it's the same shirt. Is these your performance shirts? Yeah. You perform in these? Yeah, I perform in these. That's not very rock star. I know, but I'm not. Oh, you want? It's not very pop star either.
You performing that?
I'm performing this.
You do?
Just in case it get cold. If it gets cold.
Underneath your
pants.
pants?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just that.
No, sometimes I do perform in this.
Really?
Yeah, it looks great on me with my chicken legs. So that's what I do, and then that's really all I have. I mean, that's a sweater. That's one pair of pants. Oh, wait up. This is what you're gonna laugh at. These are my lucky boots, and for me, it's a ritual. I always wear these boots because they're my lucky boots.
When you perform?
When I perform.
Every single time?
And I'll take them off, and I gotta put them on into this in those plastic bags and make sure that...
How long have you had those boots for?
For years.
What makes them lucky?
I don't know. I'm a little superstitious in that way.
Is it important for you now, like, okay, I want to try to do something different or challenge myself? Like, do you go in with that in mind? Like, what's your process like?
At times you do think about it and you say, I don't want to repeat myself. But the most important thing is just feeling good about the song, whether it's a slow song, whether it's up-tempo, whether it feels more experimental, whether you're going into different types of beats. I think it's just making sure that you like the song. For me, it's always been about the song, no matter what. The song can change your life.
We're backstage. I'm walking backwards. We're just minutes away to showtime. The excitement is building. Enrique is taking some time, though, to do a press conference with some reporters. So I'm going to peek in and see what he's saying. Come.
So, backstage with Enrique. Are you nervous about tonight?
I am nervous.
Yeah, because I'm going to be in the crowd.
I know you're going to be in the crowd.
You're not going to wear the hoodie, though.
No, I'm not going to wear the hoodie.
Okay, good.
I just want to put on a good show. I just want people to have fun. I want people to just enjoy the show, and hopefully they like it so much that next time I come, they want to come back.
Thanks for the tickets. I'll check you out there. Yeah. Instead of pulling a girl on stage, pull me up. We'll make some action.
Wow. No, pull me up. Pull us both up.
Later, bro.
We're getting closer to showtime. Enrique just met with some media, and now he's taking time to say hello to his fans, getting up close and personal. He does this before each and every performance, giving his super fans memories they will cherish forever. But this has been a very successful era.
I mean, thankfully, and it's been really good. And thank you to my fans because I've been extremely loyal. But yet, I still have that hunger inside of me that I still want to keep on writing songs. I still feel like I can give a little more. I want to work. I want to do it while I'm still at least young enough or have the energy or still passionate about it. And I just love the taste of it. The day that I get in the studio, or the day I don't feel inspired to write a song or to go out on stage, that's the day I'm gonna stop doing what I do.
I know I'm not alone when I say I hope this day never comes. Long live the king of Latin pop.
It's like a war zone. Like every time I leave the stage, it's either one thing, it's either this. Look at this.
like how it feels.
Doctor.
I like how it feels.
Your portal into the celebrity world.
Everyone was talking about it.
If you got the followers there, you got the power. It was brilliant.
It was the year of 140 characters. Tweets of the year, Friday at 10:15 on ITV2. Next up, bit of Jason with The Bourne Identity.